Hello everyone, I'm going to show you why I love the Cuisinart Coffee Center, model number SS-15. This is a 12-cup coffee maker and single-serve K-cup machine on the right-hand side. So I really like the looks of it. The buttons are all very easy to see and read. You can control the carafe temperature. You got the brew button here, and you've got this button here for auto brew, programming it, or setting the clock. So on the right hand side here, this is where if we want to brew a K-cup, we're going to put our K-cup in here, close the lid, and it'll pierce the top and the bottom of the K-cup when we close it. We can do it a 6, 8, or 10 ounce. On the left hand side here, this is where we can do a full 12-cup pot of coffee. And it does have a warming plate. Here we've got the filter basket. It does come with a reusable coffee filter, but you can also put in a number 4. You can put in a number 4 cone style filter. So a number 4 cone style filter fits right there, and you can put your coffee right there. Or you can use the reusable filter. The brew basket does come out. It's got the plunger on the bottom. Here's where you put the water for the carafe side. It does have a window on the side to let you know how much. And it does come with a carbon water filter for the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Over here on the K-cup side, we've got this removable water reservoir. It's got its own water reservoir for the K-cup side, which you can take off, you can clean, fill it up, and it has its own carbon water filter that you can put in it too. And over here on the right-hand side, there is a main power switch. Okay, so left to right, it's about 11 inches. Front to back is about 9 inches. With the brew head all the way up, it is right at 22 inches. Okay, so I'm going to brew a K-cup first, and then we'll do a full pot of coffee. Over here, make sure you got water in the reservoir for the K-cup side. You simply just lift this up. Let's put our K-cup in here. Again, there's the needle on top. Close the K-cup side. The lights turn on. I like to do mine on an 8-ounce brew. Okay, so it starts brewing right away. It's not a very loud coffee maker. And the coffee coming out is around 186 so far, going up, 190. And in less than a minute, you'll have an 8-ounce cup of coffee with a K-cup. It brews any standard K-cup. Okay, so it's done brewing. Let's check. Cup of coffee is around 165. It's a very hot and it's a very nice tasting cup of coffee. Okay, so let's brew a pot of coffee. I've got my filter basket in, and I'm using a paper filter, number 4 cone. It takes just standard coffee for like a normal drip coffee maker. 1 tablespoon of coffee per cup you're going to brew. So if I'm going to brew 12 cups, I'd put 12 tablespoons in. If I was only going to brew 6 cups, I would just put 6 tablespoons in. It'll brew whatever amount of water you put back here. Whenever you hit the brew button, that's how much it brews. So if you want the full 12 cups, you got to put full 12 in there. If you only want to brew 6, just fill it up to the 6 mark. You can fill it up anywhere between the 4 and the 12. Okay, so I'm just going to do 6 cups. I put 6 tablespoons of coffee right there. Okay, so I got my carafe filled up with water. Now we need to dump the water back here where it goes for the coffee. And you can watch it's coming up in the window. Okay, so once you dump all the water in, see how it's filled up to the 6 mark? Go ahead and close your lid. Put your carafe in. Make sure this is on brew. My carafe temperature, I'm going to put it on medium. I could do a bold brew if I wanted to. I would press bold brew. I'm just going to do a normal brew. Then you just press the brew button. When you press the brew button, that brew light starts pulsing. Again, make sure that switch is in the brew position. You can program this to start automatically for you in the morning. I like the nice blue LED display for the clock. It does have a clean light, and it also has a clean mode that you can clean it with vinegar. Okay, so it starts brewing right away. There's the coffee going in the carafe. This brews at the standard rate about 1 cup every minute. So for a full 12 cups, it's going to take about 12 minutes, about 10 to 12 minutes. For 6 cups, it's going to take about 6 minutes. Okay, so it's been a couple minutes. I'm going to lift this lid up. I don't suggest lifting this up. I just want to see how the brew's doing. Yep, it's doing pretty good. This does have pause brewing, so if the brew's not finished, but you want to grab a quick cup of coffee, you can take it out. There's a plunger that comes down to stop the brew. Pour yourself a cup of coffee, and then when you put it back in, it'll continue. Okay, so the coffee maker beeps at you when it's done. That took about 6 minutes. The carafe pours really nice. And let's see how hot a cup of coffee we got. 170, 170. That's a pretty hot cup of coffee. I've been drinking the coffee out here. It tastes really good. Okay, so let's lift the lid. Again, be careful, this can be hot. There's how it brewed the coffee grounds, and it brewed all the water that we put back here. So again, whatever amount of water you put back here is what it brews. Okay, so after it's done brewing, it does keep the warming plate on, and you can program how long it keeps the warming plate on. And the reason you know the warming plate's on is this bottom blue light's on. So again, cleanup is very simple. It's got this little handle here. You can take this over. You can throw away the coffee grounds. This is the coffee filter basket is dishwasher safe. The carafe is dishwasher safe. And then over here on the single serve side, don't forget to take your used K-cup out. I really like this coffee maker. I think it looks very nice on the countertop. I'm very glad I bought it, and it makes a really nice single serve cup of coffee and a full pot of coffee. Thanks everybody for watching.